he'll have to be on to mission control getting some advice for this.
Well, there he goes. He's got to go to the milling area first. Now, that will create, of course, some wake for the others, but never mind about them right now, because Westbrook, have they gone too soon again? That was very, very... Oh, I think they may well have done, you know. We'll await a confirmation, but they've already had one long lap penalty. Drogba then get going in the background, and it is Rafa with the advantage. I don't know whether that was Sarah Price getting Sarah Price rather getting a penalty for going too soon. We'll keep an eye on the timing screen. Blue Rising are third.
Yeah, I think that was a jump start as well. Let's see what comes through from our officials at the UIM in race control. Here we have Team Drogba. Now he's just starting, he's just gone through, so he's already on a back foot. But as we know, you never know what's going to happen up the front there, so they've got to keep going. Points make prizes.
Yes, Micah Wilkinson and Drogba did a great job there to keep calm under pressure. I mean, they had to go to the milling area first, circle around and then start. So, back at the front, Rafa, we remind you, no points are available for these group races, but it's all about getting your teammates who takes over for the next group race in the best starting lane. Wow, Westbrook and Rafa both given long lap penalties, so now Team Blue Rising, who you are watching, are going to lead this race. That's ideal for them, and that's a bad mistake for Rafa and Westbrook. Westbrook then, second time in 2 days, jumping a start.
It's a huge mistake for Rafa. This is their championship title going down the drain so early on in the day. But oh my goodness, how good is that for Team Blue Rising, who are also contenders for the championship today. There we go, there's our long lap. Now, why is Team Blue Rising? Oh, he's taking his long lap now, so
yeah,
he's doing that right. Okay, good move, good move.
Yes, Sarah Mizzi taking the standard long lap. So here she is at the bottom of your picture as we look down from the virtual tracker. And that's a good move, I think, because it gives us some nice clear water now, doesn't it, with the other two off in the distance. So, reminder, we have 2 long laps to be taken in total. 1 penalty, 1 standard long lap for Rafa and for Westbrook. You can see the number of long and short laps required on the graphics at the top of your screen.
Do you know what? That is a fantastic tactical move by Team Blue Rising. They've got their long lap done. They've probably been told that Rafa and Westbrook have got to do a penalty lap. So she's only got the short lap to do, which is literally going to take her across that finish line. Fantastic move by Team Blue Rising.
And here they are. Remember, they put that press release out at the start of the weekend saying that others have been complaining that they're doing too well. It really was fighting talk. It was wonderful. But now long laps are being taken by Rafa and by Westbrook. Look, they're just going to follow them around the long lap, but they've still got another one of those to do as they get down the back straight. Shelley, you've already said the standard layout here, 1.2 kilometres. Long lap, 1.4, give or take, and it's 200 metres less when you do the short lap.
Yeah, there we have confirmation there that Team Westbrook have got a long lap penalty as well as Rafa, which is crucifying to them for their championship title today. Not a great start and not what they wanted after they did so well yesterday, winning the qualifying race and taking that all-important pole position trophy.
Do you reckon Blue Rising will just leave their short lap until towards the end of the race? I think they might, because if they do it now, they'll get closer to these two and they'll be in the wake, won't they? And it will slow them down. So they haven't taken it on this lap. There's the advantage. It's not as much as it looks. Look for Blue Rising. There they are on the back straight, coming down towards turn 2. We're now into lap 4. We're halfway through.
See, Team Blue Rising are in lovely clean water now, so yeah, there's no need to take the short lap at the moment. She can save it to the last minute and maybe get out of some mess. But we are on lap 4, as you say, so not a lot. Westbrook's going on the long lap now, so that will be their second long lap. This is her penalty lap she's doing now.
Yep, so that means they will have had all of their long and short laps done. Look at the size of that cruise ship. They really dwarf the race birds, don't they? And the race birds, I have to say, they look particularly brilliant on the water here at Miami. So the situation is, Westbrook now only have standard laps to do over the remaining 2 laps after this one. But Blue Rising still have a short lap left in their pocket. How close are they going to be? That's the question. The timing screen, and there goes the short lap of Drogba. So that's not great news for Blue Rising in terms of the water the disturbance they're going to get in front of them, but they do still have one more short lap. So Blue Rising will get back in front of Drogba. The question's going to be, how close will they be to Westbrook once the race bird we're now riding with has done that short lap?
This is such a great race, Greg. This is all to play for, and it could be anyone's game right now because Westbrook and Rafa do have a great lead. So have they got enough lead that they've been able to throw in their penalty lap and still get across the line? There goes Rafa for their second long lap.
This is going to be close, isn't it? 11.3 seconds was the gap. Westbrook, the red boat at the bottom, will be going around the standard lap. Rafa doing the long lap there with the green markers in the background. This is going to be mighty, mighty close on lap 5 of 6. Here's the merge point, and that's a change for the lead, and that's absolutely critical. Westbrook are not title contenders. Rafa are. Westbrook will be loving this. And Rafa, it's not the end of the world. They're still in a decent position. And now then, it is a straight fight to the checkered flag. But we'll have to see where Blue Rising are as well, and if they can do anything about Drogba in the fight for third.
Where is Blue Rising on the map here? It would be great to see where they are and what position they are on the lap, because can they do their short lap and jump in front of both of these boats? This would be amazing for Team Blue Rising and really rock the championship.
Rock the boat, no pun intended. Blue Rising then have one more short lap to do, Shelley, and they'll have to do it on the last lap. This is the start of the 6th and last lap of the group races, and there's your straight fight for the win. Long and short laps completed. Westbrook with the advantage. Can they have some finally good fortune for the first time this season with 3 fourth places in final so far? But this is the big question. Title contenders here. Team Blue Rising third in the standings. They've got a short lap coming up. Are they going to jump ahead of Drogba? You can see Drogba there up in the distance, just ahead. There they are. This is going to be tight.
I'm not sure they can make that. And they're certainly, obviously, not going to beat Westbrook or Rafa there. They're going around the short lap now.
And it's a tight, tight short lap as well. It's the tightest of the season. There's your leaders, Rafa a second. And there are Blue Rising, and they are in front of the spare boat of Drogba. Drogba, though, have the momentum, having gone around the standard version of the lap. This is all for their lane positioning later on when the teammates step in. Westbrook, what a recovery after all of the problems and a complete rebuild of that boat yesterday. Westbrook over the line to win the first group stage race of the day. Great, great piloting from Sarah Price, the American, the only female American pilot in the field here in America this weekend. Rafa a second. That is good enough, I would say, at this point in the proceedings. Blue Rising third and Drogba fourth. What a great start to the day.
Well, I just take my hat off to Westbrook and Team Rafa because they were both given long lap penalties, but they still managed to hold that 1 and 2 top spots. Great, great race there by Sarah Price and Chris Laderaza. Fantastic. Well done, guys.
Yes, it just shows the advantage of being in clear water, doesn't it? Here at Miami. On board then with Rafa. The gap in the end was just a tenth or so shy of 9 seconds. And that means when Tom Schaap and Lucas Ordonez step in for their first group stage race of the day, they'll have the best 2 lane positions. Lane 1 is always on the inside of the first corner, with the 4th or 5th lane, depending on the number of boats in the field, on the outside. Lucas, then finally, we're seeing some positivity for the Spanish racing driver this weekend. On board then with Sarah Price, and I'm sure she will be very pleased with this because they really have had their emotions and their patience, quite frankly, tested with quite a few technical problems and lack of good fortune so far this season. We'll jump on board then now with Sarah. Sorry, with Team Blue Rising, we will jump on board, and what a great performance from Sarah. Sarah, under the circumstances, not a bad start to the day's activities, decent placing for later.
Wasn't the best, having a lot of struggle. Boat feels like there's lacking a lot of power. First 3 laps almost felt like it was in limp mode. So hopefully the boys can get that sorted and heads up for the next race.
Thank you very much indeed, Sarah. Good luck with all of that. Okay, well, it's what you said before, Shelley, isn't it? Everything's being pushed to the limit, isn't it, at this last round of the season.